And he'll be disappointed, but Wayne's got a lot of character. I mean, we know he's a bit of a showman and everything else, and he whips the crowd up, and we love him for that. I mean, this is typically Walshy this year. You make a mistake, he makes you pay. And been doing it very, very well on a regular basis. This is a lovely dart for him, just straight off the barrel, game shot. And that's what he's been doing consistently all year. But when we forget with Wayne, he actually can play the game, and
sure.
No doubt he'll come back out and still fancied. Confidence, not a thing we worry about with Wayne Mardle.
The great news for both of them is whoever gets through this one, they've only got Phil Taylor in the court,
nice.
so it's just a warm-up, this.
Well, Wayne's beat him in the World Pro, so he knows he can beat him. He'll want to play him, and that's the difference. A lot of players, you know, wouldn't look forward to that. Wayne relishes the opportunity. He loves the big games. He loves getting the crowd on his side, and that's why we all love him.
4-1 down, though. Would you have a couple of quid on him now?
No.
No.
No. Mark's not going to get affected by the crowd and the fact that they're all behind Wayne. That's not going to bother him. Mark's can get the job done now, I think. I think he'll probably close this out 9-3, 9-4.
We'll find out very shortly. Back to the stage. The players are ready to resume, so let's rejoin our commentators, Alan and Stuart.
Well, I wonder if that's the kiss of death. Mason tipping Walsh to win 9-3 or 9-4.
Yeah, never been his forte, gambling.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Six leg, it's Wayne to throw first.
Well, Mardle,
game on!
With the break of throw, certainly getting himself back into this match.
100.
But those three missed darts at double 15 in the fourth leg, proving important.
Well, he missed the ball. By virtue of hitting the 20, had them three darts.
60.
Like you said, he never looked comfortable. The first dart was nearly 2 inches away, and he just couldn't get round because of the angle he throws at. That's why he generally leaves double 18 in the top, or double top at the top of the board. Double 15, not a conventional double. But if he'd have hit that, it would have been 3-2 at the break and not 4-1, and that would have been a different game.
Well, when Walsh's second dart went in the board then, caught a glimpse of Mardle behind him, sort of geeing himself up, going, come on, because he knows he's got a chance. And he's hit two terrific trebles there, so Mardle just one or two signs. And even at 4-0, the way that things have been going tonight, you would never write him off. Today, Thornton, 7-5 down, wins 4 on the trot, bits Sulovic 9-7. Klassen, 6-2 up against Tabben, loses 9-6. Manley, 7-2 up against Wade, has to scrape through 11-9. So we've seen on 3 or 4 occasions today that a 4-leg lead doesn't guarantee you anything.
Well, talking about swinging in roundabouts, more roundabouts here today than Milton Keynes. Absolutely everything's happened today. What's this game got in store? Well, he knows he's... Well, a bad cover shot there by Mardle. Only said he might only have one dart at the double. So a chance of Walsh. Well, he's pulled that one. Needs a treble. He's got a bad lie, so he's coming down for the 19 or 17.
42.
Left himself 160. So chance of Mardle to get another leg back.
Great first dart, leaves him double 11. That's much more like it from Wayne Mardle. You never write him off, never ever. And well, you remember he was 3-0 down against Taylor in the World Championship quarter-final and won arguably one of the greatest games ever seen. So with Mardle, he just needs something, doesn't he? Just a spark to light the flame.
Well, this game is all about momentum, and when you can have your good 10 or 15 minute spell, you can reel off 3, 4, even 5 legs. And that's why we've seen so many comebacks today and so many swings. That's all it takes. Once you start hitting the red bit, as Walsh is here,
140.
just shows that the legs can soon tot up and get you towards that finishing line.
Well, the numbers starting to add up bit by bit for Wayne Mardle. I'm just impressed, certainly have been the last few months, with the way that Mark Walsh goes about his business. You know, we mentioned the dartitis, and people tend to think that Mark Walsh is one of the slowest players on the circuit, far from it, and the reason that he got over the dartitis was quickening up the throw, and it's proved very, very effective for him. But Mardle here beginning to put a little bit of pressure on Walsh.
Well, probably go for the bull or treble 14. He went for the 14 to leave double top, his favourite double. But a chance for Mardle, but needs, well, he needed 2 trebles. He's not going to do it now, so he needs to tidy up. 68 for Walsh. He generally goes for treble 12. Well, he's gone for treble 20, double 4. One more dart in his hand. Mardle back on 94, but he's not going to get a throw.
Just seizing the initiative back, Mark Walsh. 5-2, Mardle there, putting a little bit of pressure, but not enough in that leg.
100.
Quarter-final lineup. Reeds, Baxter against Thornton. Barneveld will play Lewis. Tabben will take on Manley. And Taylor will play either Mardle or Walsh. Well, great camera angle, great 180, 3 now rather for Walsh. And again, on a leg against the throw.
Well, he averaged 100 in his first round. He's 5-2 ahead, only averaging 91 at the moment, but it's good enough to be 5-2 ahead of Mardle. Nice and steady. Steady, slow, methodical player. Won't be rushed. Wayne will be jumping behind him like a jack in the box, itching to get to that board. Starting to show some signs of the high scoring he's capable of.
We've seen some great finishes already this week. This, in the context, would be something special. Still leaving himself a chance. Now Walsh on 138. The first dart goes in. You would fancy the combination. Treble 18, where he went for 2 treble 20s. The Mardle will be back, breathing a huge sigh of relief, it must be said.
98.
Well, the reason he went for the treble 20, he had such a good lie, but Mardle down on 16s and needs another one. Now the double to get another leg back, and he's hit it. Starting to get a bit of a roll.
Well, the crowd appreciating that. 4-0 down, Mardle, but he's right back in this game.
When you hit that double, when you've got 1 dart in your hand, just as good as a 170 finish, gives you that good feeling. Almost stole on the leg, in a sense.
96.
Well, it's been a pretty good year, hasn't it, for Mardle? A World Championship semi-final, a World Match Play semi-final. But Mark Walsh here, just consistently good.
Well, that's the name of the game.
55.
Not just a consistency, the numerical negation also involved.
The what?
The numerical negation.